Hello friends, welcome back to another Friday with Nye on Ellie and Mac YouTube channel. This week, I think I'm going to teach you all how to slash and spread your patterns. Do you want to know how? Well, you got to stick around. I'm Nye with Ellie and Mac. Come along, friends. Okay, I'm glad you came back for this tutorial. I'm super excited to see you. It's been 2 weeks. Can you believe it? 2 whole weeks. And the summertime is almost gone. Who took my summer? They're in big trouble, Nancy. This week, I thought I would teach you how to slash and spread a pattern. Do you know what that means? Because I sure didn't one day, right? And I'm going to share with you because we're friends, right? Yes, we are. So I've already cut out, printed, and traced the Feel Pretty Pants pattern in the shorts length. And I'm going to go ahead and slash and spread them to get a little bit more fullness. Slash and spread. Slashing and spreading is a way to take a pattern and add fullness. You can use slashing and spreading to add fullness to pants, skirts, blouses, sleeves, literally anything you like that might not have the fullness or the billowiness that you would like. It's a very simple process if you know what to look for and how to do it. So now I got my video on so you can see what I'm doing. I have these two patterns here. This is the front, this is the back, this is the grain, this is the grain, and this is the hip line. The reason why I marked the hip line is because I don't want to flare. If you want to use the pattern to flare out at the hip, you need to know where the hip is located. Otherwise, you can go ahead and slash and spread in any direction that you like. So first, I'm going to go ahead and fold these in half or make a halfway point because I want to spread them evenly across the pattern. If I were to just add fullness across one side of the pattern, you're going to find that you only get extra fullness on that one spot where you added it. And we don't want that, right? We want to have fullness evenly distributed around the front, back, and sides of our pattern. Otherwise, we would just add some in here, which is what I did for my other pattern. I put it together like this, and I spread it like that. And I added fullness just right here, so the outsides had a little extra, but the rest of the pattern actually didn't. So we're going to change that by doing it this way. Split the pattern in half. You'll need a pen. Draw yourself a little line there. And then every couple of inches, you want to make another slash. Now for this, I'm going to slash every inch. So you have your back and you have your front, right? So now I'm going to use this little slicer, which I usually only use for paper, to slash those, right? But first, before I do that, I want to make sure that I don't go past a certain point. So I want to put up a piece of tape at the top of my pattern just to give me a little bit of resistance because I get a little happy with scissors. And my mom can tell you some stories. I once decided that I needed to cut bangs when I was like 5 or 6. And then I decided I just needed to cut everything, and my hair was a hot mess, and my mom cut all my hair off, and it was the day before picture day, and she was like, you are done. And I sure was. I can't stand those photos to this day. Ugly. It's just hair, but as a kid, it wasn't to me. You know, like everything is huge when you're a kid. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take and slash these lines. Look at me. I can't even get a straight line out of this because I am just terribly wobbly. Okay, so I'm going to slash these lines all the way up. Now, if you want them to just flare out at the hip here, you would just go to this line. But I'm going to go all the way up with it, because I want these to kind of flare out right at where my waist is. Once you have your strips all evenly distributed across your pattern piece, you can separate them at the bottom equal distances apart. Now they'll kind of hinge slightly, right? And you can add as much or as little as you like. And with the magic of television, we have our pattern already spread out. Wasn't that awesome? I did so much work. So if I take my original pattern piece and I hold it up against here, you'll see just how much I spread out the pattern. So what you do after you spread the pattern out is you want to stabilize the pieces by either taping them together or taping them to another piece of paper so that they don't move when you're trying to use the piece. And then you can like transfer it onto a different piece of paper. That's what I'm going to do now. Now that I have this all taped down and all of my little separations are stable, I can use a ruler to make sure that the curve on the bottom of the hem makes sense. So I want to join all the pieces together at the bottom. When you start separating things, what happens is that the hem becomes a little burjiggity. Lack of a better word. So you want to make that nice and even. And to do that, you use a ruler to meet the ends and just gather, like not gather, but like just gently draw a line between them in order to make them closer in length between the front and the back. And then you'll be able to cut that off. So I'm just kind of doing that here. You might have to add a little bit to one side and take some off of another side, like right here. Okay? See? This is a very different shape than this. Wasn't that simple? Now, you just do the same thing to the back, cut your fabric, sew it up, and you're on your way. I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick and show you what they look like at the end. Okay? All right. Okay, friends. So today we did some slashing and some spreading. Huh, Mango? Y'all haven't seen Mango in a while. He's been hiding. And we did it on a shorts pattern. I'll show you what it looks like above Mango here. And I truly love it. I feel that slashing around the fullness of the shorts created more of a skirt looking shorts or a fuller pair of shorts. So you see what you can do with a simple pants pattern. I went ahead and used the Feel Pretty pants and created the illusion of a skirt. Imagine if I had done that along the entire length of the pants. It's essentially the same thing. If I wanted to create a wide leg palazzo, I would just spread, slash and spread. Goodbye, Mango. Goodbye. Gosh. Okay, so if I was going to do the same thing with the pants, it would look more like a palazzo. If you have a dress that's more straight up and down and you want to have a bit more of an inline dress, you would do the exact same thing to your pattern to create new patterns. Because we already know you have this pattern, but if you don't, I'm going to put that link down in the description so you can go ahead and purchase it. Okay, well, by the time you see this, I will be in Mexico because I need a vacation. But I'll see you in 2 weeks. I can't wait to see you in 2 weeks. Come back again, friends. Don't forget,